concerned about the High Court writ and not sure what to do next? Well, don't worry. This video might be just that little lifeline that you've been looking for. Now, imagine the relief of having the burden lifted off your shoulders, the bailiffs backing off, and having the chance to breathe and regroup. You might be closer to that than you think, and let me explain in more detail. A High Court writ empowers High Court enforcement officers, or CEOs, to enter your home and seize your assets to settle your debt. And believe me, it's not as ominous as it sounds. You do have options, and today we'll explore them all. Firstly, let's talk about HCEOs. They're essentially High Court bailiffs, and their job is to take control of your goods. They may enter your property and create what's known as a controlled goods agreement, an inventory of your assets along with a repayment plan. As long as you stick to the repayments, the listed items are safe. Now, you might wonder, can they seize your belongings immediately? Well, technically, yes. They can even choose a room in your home to secure your assets. But remember, once a control of writ is issued, the power to seize your goods is immediate and applies even before your belongings are at somebody else's property. However, there is a silver lining. You can prevent HCEOs from seizing your belongings. After a High Court writ is issued, the HCEO will contact you to discuss clearing the debt. If you can pay it in full without straining yourself financially, that's great. If not, they should also offer a repayment plan. To set aside a High Court writ, you need to show that you have found reasonable grounds. So, for instance, if you didn't know about the judgment, or if you reacted appropriately upon finding out about it, or maybe you don't actually owe the debt, or the officers used incorrect measures while trying to get you to pay. Now, keep in mind that a writ of control is valid for 12 months. So if the debt hasn't been collected within that time, the creditor can apply to have it renewed. And while the HCEOs might be more intimidating than county court bailiffs, they can't force their way into your home unless certain conditions are met, like having an existing controlled goods agreement that you've defaulted on. If you find that any level of repayment would still lead to financial hardship, then don't panic. You can reach out to a debt advisor who can discuss your situation and find a suitable debt solution. Organisations like Step Change, Citizens Advice, and National Debtline can offer free help, which can be invaluable in these challenging times. If all else fails, you can try to stop a High Court writ by applying for a stay of execution to the High Court District Registry that issued the judgment. However, this judgment can only be set aside if you meet certain conditions, like paying off the debt in full before the judgment, returning the acknowledgement of service form, providing a defence, or asking for more time to pay within the stated time limit. Remember, you have rights. You don't have to let HCEOs into your home unless all conditions are met. Keep your doors and windows locked and don't open them to speak to the bailiffs. Speak to them through your letterbox. If you're struggling to pay the bailiffs, offer to repay the debt in instalments. If you can't reach an agreement, consider applying for a stay of execution using the N244 court form. This does have a fee, so it's important to consult a debt advisor before proceeding. Remember, a lot of people in the UK are in the same position, and there are resources available to help you through these really tough times. If debts have mounted up and you want to explore your options, you might want to look into debt solutions. Some of them can write some or all of the debt off, and others can lower your monthly repayments, making them more affordable. I'll leave a form for you below this video, and it'll ask you a few questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe. And then at the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with who can help explain all of your options. So click that link below and let me know how you get on.